everyone. Today we are going to learn how to create and maintain binary files in Python. First, we need to understand that binary files store the data in the form of machine language, that is zeros and ones. And this is the reason that the data stored in binary files is not human readable. And like text files, it does not have any EOL character. And what is my EOL character? It is end of line. So basically my binary files are used to maintain non-text files, for example PDF, image or exe file. Next we are going to discuss some binary file access modes, and these modes are important to understand because my file operations are totally dependent upon the usage of these modes. So let's start with the first one. The first mode is WB mode, which stands for writing in binary file. So this mode opens a file for writing in the binary format. And if the file does not exist, then it will create a file there and then. Second mode is WB plus, which means we can read the data also and we can write the data also. So this mode works for both read and write. Rest is similar to my WB mode, which says that if the file does not exist, then it will create a file on the spot. So my WB and WB plus, this is the similarity that they both creates a file on the spot. Next mode is RB mode. RB stands for reading from binary file. So this mode opens a file in the reading mode, and by default my file pointer will be placed in the beginning of my file. That means 0th byte. So once the cursor is placed over there, my file starts reading from there. Next mode, this is RB plus, which says that it will both read and write the data in the binary file. Next, AB. AB stands for append the data in the binary file. That means this mode will open a file for appending the records in the binary file. And as my WB mode works, that if the file does not exist, it will create on the spot. Similarly, AB mode also creates a file there and then if it does not exist. The last mode is AB plus. Similarly, AB plus mode opens a file both in reading and appending mode. That means we can add the records also, and side by side we can read the data also from the binary file. Let's move on. So this is my code, and this code is showing that how to write in the binary file. So as we can see, the first line is stating that file is opened in write mode and the file name is test1.dat. This I told you in my earlier sessions that the difference between text and binary files is that binary file extension is DAT and the text file extension is .txt. Next difference is in the usage of modes. In my text file, I used to use my W mode, but here in my binary files, I need to write WB. B stands for binary. And rest will remain same. One more difference is there. Once I use my write function, that means I want to write something in my binary file, then first I need to convert my data into byte array. As I told you that binary file stores the data in the form of binary language. So if I need to write my list into my binary file, so first it will be converted into the byte array and then it will finally get stored into my binary file. Similarly, once after writing, I want to open my file. That means I want to read from the file. So as we have seen that my data is written after converting into the byte array in my binary file. So once I will read it back, I will convert that byte array format into my list format. And then only I'll be able to read it. So this code is for reading from a file. Let's understand this with the help of the coding example. So I'm going to create one file. F is equal to open. Let's say the name of the file is binary.dat because the extension of my binary file is .dat. And then WB because I'm going to write into my file. Next, what is the procedure? That first I will use my write function. But before that, I need to create one list. So let's say list1 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 values I want to give into my list. Finally, by this statement, I will write byte array, and in my byte array function, I will pass this list1 as a parameter. So what will happen? That my list1 will be converted into the byte array and then it will be written into my file. After writing the file, I am closing my file. So this write operation is completed. But whatever I have written into my file, I want to read it back. So for that, what can I do? I can open my file again. The name of the file is binary.dat and my reading mode is RB. After that, I will take one variable which is going to hold the handle of my read function. But as I told you that once I will read my data back from the file, I need to convert it into my list format. So list function is there to convert the data in the list format. So by that we have converted and finally we are going to print it. After printing, I am going to close my file. This statement I can use before printing my data also. It doesn't matter. The sequence doesn't matter. Okay. Before executing the program, I would like to show you that in my Python folder, there is no file by the name binary. As you can see, this is beta, then bin, and then binary list, and then C. But as soon as I will execute this code, binary.dat file will be created in my Python folder. So I'm going to execute it, F5. And as you can see that my read operation has read the data in the form of a list. And all the values are written over here. Now let's move on to my file. As you can see, as soon as I executed the program, binary.dat file is created automatically. So what is my WB mode? That if the file does not exist, it will create it on the spot. If I want to read it, then I am going to right click and opening with Notepad. This is my binary.dat file. And as you can see that this is not human readable format because the data is saved in the form of zeros and one language, which is known as machine language. So let's move back. And there are some more things like, as I told you that another mode is WB plus. With the help of that, we can read and write together. So if I'm using this WB plus, I need not to close and open my file again. Right? So what can I do? That in the same program, I am writing also into my file and I am reading also from my file. But what will happen? If I execute this program, nothing will be displayed onto the output screen. And why? I'll tell you later. Just show. As you can see that this list is empty. There is no data. But according to my previous execution, my data is there. So why is it happening? The reason is after writing into my file, my cursor is at the end of file. That means after the last record, my file pointer is there. And I want to read my data from the 0th byte. For that, what can I do? I can use my seek method. And in my seek method, I can place my 0 value. And 0 states for beginning of the file. That means it will place the cursor in the starting of the file. Now, once I have placed my cursor over there, I have started reading my data and finally I am printing it. So how does it work now? Let's see it. F5. And as you can see that my data is printed and has been read from the starting of the file till the end. So in this way, we can use our seek method here also. Once I'm using my WB plus mode. Let's move back. So next is use of seek in binary files. As I showed you just now that this is my program, and with the help of this statement f.seek of 2, here I have not passed 0, I have placed 2. That means if I'm passing only one parameter, that parameter is my offset. It is not whence. This is offset. Offset means that after second byte, the data will be read from the file. So it is seeking the cursor at the end of second byte. And this operation, that means this line data is equal to list of f.read will start reading the data from the third byte in the sequence. Next, how to read and write the data in PDF file. But before that, I want to switch onto my coding part to explore more about my seek method. Okay, so here I have passed 0. If I place 2 over there, then what will happen? Let me adjust my screen so that I can show you both side by side. And this is my output screen. So I will adjust that also. Just wait for a moment. Yeah. So after executing this, like I have written f.seek of 2. So what will happen? F5. And as we can see that from the third byte, it has read the data 3, 4 and 5. So first 2 bytes are discarded completely. That means these are not read from the file. Similarly, this is about my read operation. If I want to write the data after my second byte, that means I want to overwrite the data. What can I do? Let's say I'm going to take one more list. List 2 is equal to, and I'm passing 2 values over there, 6 and 7. So my f.seek of 2 will place the cursor at the end of my second byte. After that, instead of reading the data, what am I doing? F.write. That means I'm going to write my list 2. So byte array, because I need to convert it into my byte array, and list 2. Please see it carefully. After placing the cursor at the end of second byte, what am I doing? I'm going to write in my file from third byte. And how many values are there in my list? 2 values. So it will override these 2 values in the sequence. After this, after writing into that, I want to read the data from the start. So again, I can place my seek cursor in the beginning of my file and I can read it. So how does it work? F5. And as you can see at the bottom that the data is 1, 2, 6, 7 and 5. But my list 1 was containing 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So after placing the cursor after second byte, this 3 and 4 values are replaced by my list 2 elements, 6 and 7. So in this way, my seek method place the cursor in the file wherever I want, and it depends upon my offset value. Now let's move on. So This we have learned that how to work upon the text data in the binary file. But in the starting, as I told you, that generally we use our binary files to read or write the data in PDFs or images or exe files. So in this, we are going to learn that how to read and write the data in PDF file. As you can see, we have opened two files. First file we have opened in our writing mode, in which I want to write and I want to create a PDF file. Second file I have opened, which is already created, which is already a PDF file, which is stored in my Python folder into the read mode. Because I want to read the data from computer science practical and I want to copy it. I want to write it into my test1.pdf. So for that, the number of operations are done and finally at the end, the files are closed. So I can show you this practically, that how does it work. For that, I need to, yeah. So I'm opening the file and I'm closing it. So just wait. So my binary file. So my PDF file is, let's say, I want to create new dot PDF, right? And I want to create it. I do not want to open it into my read mode also. So, and I can take the object as F1. F2 is equal to open. And I want to open that file into my read mode. So let's move on to the folder and search for any PDF file. See, this is my PDF document. Right click over there, properties, and copy the name of the file. Control C, and this is my PDF. Come back onto the coding part and copy the file name over there, dot PDF, right? Now my both the files I have created the objects. One I have opened in read mode and one I have opened in write mode. So next operation is, what can I do? That F1, sorry, I can read the data first. Data is equal to F dot read. But this F dot read is not suitable because I have opened F2 object into my read mode. So I will write over there F2 dot read. I'm going to read my F2 object. After reading it, what do I want? I want to copy the same data into my new .pdf. So I will use this object F1 for writing the data. And in this, I will pass this data variable. So whatever the data is read by my data variable will be written as it is into my F1 object. And this F1 object belongs to my new .pdf. And finally, I'm going to close it, F1.close and F2.close, because both the files are opened. So both the files need to be closed. After that, I'm going to execute it. And let's see, nothing will be printed. But I can show you that new .pdf has been created. N. As you can see, this is my new .pdf. And if I open it, then it will show you the complete data which is copied from my text file into, sorry, PDF file into this PDF file. As you can see over here, this was my data written into my computer science practical file and it has been copied into my new .pdf. So in this way, we can work upon our binary file. Next is how to read and write the data in an image file. Like we have multiple image files. So these type of files also we maintain through binary files. Here is the code. The only difference is the procedure will remain same, but the only difference is that the extension of the file is changed. In the previous example, I was using .pdf, but here because my image file is of type JPEG, so my extension will be JPG this time. Otherwise, nothing will be changed. As I opened my first file into my write mode, and as I opened my second file into my read mode, in Similarly, I am using the code here. So I can show you this practically once. Let us change only this portion, the file name. There is one download file, download.jpg, and I can create new .jpg. So I have created multiple files by the name new, but their extensions are different, like txt, dat, jpg, or pdf. And extension matters actually. So F5, nothing will be printed because I have not given any print statement, but in my file folder, my JPG, as you can see, this new .jpg has been created, and if I'll open it, it will show you one image with thank you note. So let's move on. Next, we are going to learn that how to add the records at the end of the file. Here is an example. So what this example says, that we are opening a file into append and read mode together. There is a list which we are going to write permanently into my file. And the read operation will also remain same, that first we are placing our cursor in the starting of the file with the help of the seek method, and then we will start reading it. And finally we are printing it. So how does it work practically? Let's have a look. Through this example, I'm going to create new .dat. This is my previous example which we have taken earlier also, and we have opened the file into read and write, both the modes together. So this is my list one which we are writing permanently into my file, and finally we are placing the cursor in the beginning so that we can read the file from the starting. So let's have a look. F5. So my file is containing five elements over there. Now I want to append the data. So what will I do? I will convert this WB plus mode into AB plus mode. Next change, list one is already written into my file. So what will I do? I will take another list so that the data can be added after that. 6, 7 and 8. So 3 elements I have taken. In my write function, I will write it permanently. So rest of the steps will remain same. So where we have done the changes, only we have changed the data which is to be written later on, and the mode in which I have opened my file, which is append mode, AB plus mode. So let's run it, F5. And as you can see that earlier 5 elements were there in my file, but now there are 8 elements because 3 elements are added after that. So this is my append mode. It doesn't overwrite the data as my WB plus mode does. So I hope children that the concepts are clear to you. So do practice, and in our next video, we are going to learn that how to read, write and append the data with the help of Pickle module in Python. So till then, bye-bye. Thank you.